The age of the Vikings is generally considered to have been between 700 AD to 1100, during which time they packed in an impressive amount of raiding and pillaging, developing an unrivaled reputation for bloodthirsty aggression. Indeed, the word Viking means a pirate raid in Old Norse, so it's fair to say that they were, by definition, a violent bunch. Of course, such characterizations are never wholly accurate. The Vikings weren't all vicious raiders. Many came to settle peacefully, trade or explore. But, as our list proves, many of the most famous Vikings were pretty brutal characters. Number 1. Eric the Red. Eric the Red, also known as Eric the Great, is a figure who embodies the Vikings' bloodthirsty reputation more completely than most. Named Eric the Red due to the color of his hair, Eric ended up found in Greenland, but that was only after he'd been banished from Iceland for murdering several men. His father, Thorvald Asvaldsson, had previously been exiled from Norway, Eric's birthplace, for manslaughter, so violence and exile clearly ran in the family. Eric owed his epithet to his violent temperament and flowing red hair. Number 2. Leif Erikson. As claims to fame go, Leif Erikson's isn't half bad. Leif is generally considered to have been the first European to set foot in North America, a full 500 years before Christopher Columbus. The son of Eric the Red, Leif is thought to have arrived in the New World in around 1000, having ventured off course en route to Greenland. His crew set up camp in a place he dubbed Vinland, thought to be Newfoundland. Number 3. Freydis Eiriksdottir. Daughter of Eric the Red, Freydis proved she was just as much her father's daughter as her brother, Leif Erikson, was his son. Although the only source material we have on Freydis are the 2 Vinland sagas, legend has it that, while exploring North America with her brother, she single-handedly chased off natives with a sword, while pregnant. Number 4. Ragnar Lothbrok. Arguably the most famous Viking warrior of them all, not least for his role as the leading protagonist in Vikings, the History Channel's popular drama. Ragnar Lothbrok's fame was well established before the television show. However, thanks to the prominent role he plays in the stories written down by the Vikings known as sagas. In these sagas, which were based on real people and events, Ragnar's many 9th century raids on Francia and Anglo-Saxon England earned him a legendary status that his nickname, Shaggy Britches, doesn't exactly convey. Number 5. Bjorn Ironside. This Ironside was a legendary Swedish king who may be familiar to fans of Vikings on the History Channel. Bjorn was the son of Ragnar Lothbrok and was renowned for the raids he led on France, England, and along the Mediterranean coastline. Bjorn appears in various sources outside of the sagas such as Annals Bertiniani and the Chronic Fontanellans. They depict him as a dominant Viking leader. The oldest material we have of Bjorn Ironside is in the Norman history of William of Jumiges. William wrote that Bjorn left Denmark with orders from his father, Ragnar Lothbrok, to raid West Francia. Later, William would write about Bjorn's raids down the Iberian coast and into the Mediterranean before his death in Frisia. Number 6. Gunnar Hamundarson. Famed for his swordsmanship, Gunnar was, according to most accounts, a truly formidable fighter whose jump could exceed his own height, even when he was wearing full armor. He fought and pillaged his way along the coasts of Denmark and Norway and features in the Brynjul saga. Number 7. Ivar the Boneless. Another son of Ragnar Lothbrok, Ivar supposedly owes his nickname to a condition that caused his legs to fracture easily, making his fearsome reputation all the more impressive. Indeed, Ivar the Boneless was known to be a berserker, champion Norse warriors who fought in a trance-like fury. He is best known for invading several Anglo-Saxon kingdoms with his two brothers. Number 8. Erik Bloodaxe. Born into the Viking lifestyle, Erik Bloodaxe was one of the many sons of Norway's first king, Harald Hardrada. He is said to have participated in bloody raids across Europe from the age of 12 and quickly learned that violence was the most effective way to distinguish yourself in the Viking community. Erik, whose real name was in fact Erik Haraldsson, gained his evocative nickname by murdering all but one of his brothers. Number 9. Egill Skallagrimsson. The archetypal warrior poet, our knowledge of Egill Skallagrimsson and his exploits owes much to legend. Nonetheless, even given the saga's tendency towards drama and aggrandizement, Egill was a remarkable character. Egill's saga portrays him as a complex man who was prone to violent rage but also capable of great poetic sensitivity. Indeed, his poems are widely considered to be among ancient Scandinavia's finest. Egill is said to have killed for the first time when he was just 7, taking an axe to another boy. It was the first murderous act of a bloody life filled with pillaging and plundering. Number 10. Harald Hardrada. Hardrada translates as hard ruler, a reputation Harald lived up to with his aggressively militaristic approach to leadership and tendency to settle disputes brutally. He is widely considered to have been the last great Viking ruler, taking the Norwegian throne in 1046 and presiding over a period of peace and progress, and the introduction of Christianity that rather belies his fierce reputation. He died at the Battle of Stamford Bridge in England when his invading Viking army was defeated by King Harold's surprise attack. Famously, he was killed by an arrow to the neck. Thank you for accompanying us so far. For your support, thank you for commenting on the subscriber and how you felt about this video.